Hi guys, and welcome to this episode. Now, I'd like to talk to you about one of my all-time favorite double bass players, Eddie Gomez, who I think is a phenomenal musician and player. And in particular, I'd like to actually talk to you about a certain rhythmic technique and rhythmic feel that he uses in his bass lines. Okay, so just to give you a little bit of a background, I grew up listening to Eddie Gomez, and on a lot of these great albums that he plays on, he had a certain technique when he played or when he plays a swing line, a 4/4 or just a walking line. And by watching him later on, I kind of figured out what he was doing. And this rhythmic technique or this rhythmic feel that he adds to the line, to me, rhythmically, it makes it so much better and really kicks the line, kicks that bass line that he plays into a different gear. And so I try to kind of copy or imitate that from Eddie Gomez and kind of make it my own a little bit as well, and later on try to kind of emulate it into my playing my own little way as well, of course. So, but I'd like to tell you what I saw there and what really kind of caught my attention, and that is that instead of just playing quarter notes as you would do in a bass line, obviously you can extend by rhythmic values and rhythmic divisions and all that. But instead of that, Eddie Gomez has this way of playing a note and then pulling his finger off that string that he plays on and then play that open string again. So that's the actual technique, or that's the basis or the basics of that technique, I think. He might watch this and he might tell me otherwise. But anyway, so you play a note, pull your finger off that note, let that open string ring, and then play that open string with your right hand as well. So it will be like this. And to me, this is one of the coolest and greatest sounds that you can play when you play a bass line. You know, it's rhythmically such a great effect. You know, so maybe try that as well at home. So it's just basically playing a note. Let's say I'll pick another note now. I'll pick this C here. So I'll play the C. I'm gonna pull my finger off that C. So play the open G string, and then also play pizzicato as well. So it's an actual rhythmic value. It's 2 semiquavers followed by a quaver, or 2 16th notes followed by an 8th note. So like that kind of thing. Okay. So I recommend, if you like this kind of sound, and if you really like, if you'd like to get your lines enhanced rhythmically and give them a great feel rhythmically and give them a little bit of plus, then try this kind of thing, this kind of technique. Now, a little word of warning here: you don't want to overdo it, because if that's all you do, and let's say that's all your band will hear from you, very soon they'll start looking and, well, would you actually play bass instead of just doing this kind of rhythmic thing all the time? So, but if you sprinkle it on your line with taste, then you can get and in the right kind of places, you can get a real great kick out of this rhythmic technique. Okay, so I'm just gonna play an F blues here, and I haven't prepared for this, so I might make 1 or 2 mistakes, but I'm gonna try to just emulate or involve this rhythmic feel, this rhythmic technique in the line I'm gonna play. Okay, so let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, it was only just kind of experimenting with the feel, so I didn't have anything prepared, but you could hear what this effect actually does to the line. Okay, now just a little more. You can actually go wild with this kind of thing, and you can involve two strings, not only one. So a lot of times Eddie Gomez would have this sound where he would play something on a D string. Let's say he would play an F note, and then do the same with what you just do on one string. So play that note and let go, so you do the pull off, but then also pull the next string with your left hand here, and then play that string that you just pulled last. So it would be an F, D string, G, and then play the G. Like that. Okay, so 1, F, D, G, and then play that G string. So that's another thing. I mean, you can go even wilder, and you can use 3 strings here. So you could go from a C and pull everything that's in the way of your hand there. So the D string, the G string, and then play the G again. So yeah. So that's kind of getting on with this kind of thing and making a bit more out of it. Obviously, try to see where it works and how it works, and if you just kind of experiment with this kind of thing, it really can add a lot of rhythmic richness into your playing. Okay, and that is it. That is all for now, and hope to see you in another episode. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys.